Did you know Mandy's a geek? Hi. So it's that time of, well, it's not that time of the week because I'm late with it, but this is my review of the comics I picked up last week. And let's dive in. And I've just kind of put them in order. So, first one, this one, I'm always going to, it's one of my favourite comics, full stop. So, yeah, it's going to get good rating. But Mad Cave, initially, we weren't going to get them in the UK anymore with Diamond fucking everything up. But somehow, my wonderful local comic shop has managed to get me Dick Tracy still. So, it's Dick Tracy issue 9. Costs a little bit more than my regular comics, but I'm willing to because the comic is that good. So, it's by the regular team of Alex Segura and Michael Murachi on writing, Gerardo Burgess on art, and Mark Englert on colours, and Jim Campbell on letters. The artwork is just really nice and pulpy. It's great. It's a curious mix of modern and noir kind of detective storytelling. So you've got Dick Tracy in his trademark yellow trench coat. So it's carrying on with the storyline, which is. Pardon me, I'm so full of hay fever today. I've been terrible this past week. It's about this character called the Blank, who's basically killing all the criminals, but doing it or maiming them, blinding them, you name it. He's hunting down criminals, but doing it outside parameters of the law, and he doesn't care if he kills them. So the mystery is getting closer to the conclusion, but it doesn't feel bloated or flabby. It feels like a natural progression. Each issue feels like a really good episode of a high quality noir mystery series on what you catch on Netflix or something like that. The artwork is really nice. The colouring works really well in tandem with the artist. And yeah, there's a reason I love this comic. It scratches that itch. I love a good gumshoe kind of hard-lined, hard-boiled noir crime comic, and this does it in space, and it shouldn't do. I mean, it's Dick Tracy for fuck's sake, but they've managed to revamp Dick Tracy without losing the essence of Dick Tracy. This is Dick Tracy for the modern age, and I keep saying it. Everybody needs to be buying this, and it really does piss me off that people would rather get the latest Marvel or even DC comic and not take a risk on something like this. This is so rewarding. It's it's meaty. That's the only way I could describe it. You get a lot. It's a $4.99 comic, but you get a lot of story for it. I don't mean it's overly verbose. It's not, but the story elements in it are really cleverly laid out and plotted. Yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. Everybody should be buying it. I think you can get the first 5 or 6 issues in a trade paperback. So contact Mr. Bezos and get the trade paperback. But yeah, really, really highly recommended. And then this is me not being organised at all. We move on to my Marvel selection. Yes, I do get some Marvel nowadays. Not many, but much more than I used to get, which was 0. So first up is Star Wars Jedi Knights #3. I don't like that cover. I don't know. Something about it I find jarring. It looks a bit. So basically, this issue, every page is a splash page. I mean, we've seen this in Immortal 4. We've seen it in other comics as well. Superman did it on the Death of Superman. But the artwork's nice, don't get me wrong. But with those other comics, the splash pages had impact. They had depth. These just feel. And the dialogue is minimalist. I really enjoyed the first 2 issues, but this pulled me out. And what I did find myself doing is reading across the page, even though you're not meant to, because of it being full pages, but there's no delineation. So, because there's no divides, your eye automatically wanders over to the other side. So, it's not very good storytelling, and I just found it a bit dull. But I will say, I really enjoyed my little experiment of trying the new Star Wars titles, but this is where my journey ends. But not going to throw it away. I've got a friend and she's a die-hard, real big Star Wars fan. So she's getting this. She's getting the Kylo Ren comic and she's getting Star Wars #1 off me. But I'm stopping the Star Wars lines because there's other comics out there what I do enjoy more. I'm not a huge Star Wars person, but I enjoyed the little. It was a nice little interlude, a nice little bit of entertainment. But I would give this 6 out of 10. But if you're a Star Wars head, you must get more from it than I did. But one Marvel comic that is always a winner for me is Red Hulk. This is issue 4 by the regular team of Benjamin Percy and Jeff Shaw. The art in this is just so good. It's not flashy, but there's just something about it. There's This sounds weird, but there's like a gravitas to it or a maturity to it. And I love like I said, I've got no history with Thunderbolt Ross apart from back in the old Hulk days before I became Red Hulk. But I really like him in here. I do have the voice of Sam Elliott in my head when I'm reading it though, and of course I love Deathlock and Machine Man. It's I don't read anything else to do with the Doom miniseries. This is an ongoing, and the Doom part is just part of the plot. It's not essential. It's just a really good, great action comic. 9 out of 10. I am absolutely loving this comic. It's only 4 issues deep, so I do recommend to hunt down the other issues. Next up, we'll move on to a comic I rested for a bit to see how it developed, because the first issue was a bit wonky of the new run, and this is Nightwing, so I've now got 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2, 5. Wow. I liked oh, Tom Taylor's run ish. There was runs of it, parts of it that were fantastic, and then there's like flabby bits in the middle. I think the problem with Tom Taylor is he lets out the gate running with a really great introductory story, and so when he stumbled, it was noticeable. Whereas with this, Dan Watts' first 2 issues were quite cautious. It's like he's feeling his feet, getting his voice for Nightwing, and he's found it now. This is everything that you'd want in a Daredevil comic, basically. Daredevil, Marvel's wasting Daredevil, so if you want that kind of fix, get the Nightwing. It's like Daredevil as if done by Alan Moore. That's the only way I could describe it. Dan Waters is so good, and the art by Dexter Soy really good use of shadows. Very moody, very pulpy, just a really good pulpy adventure comic. And this issue, oh my goodness, Francavella's on it, doing the artwork and the colours. Oh, it's a noir dream. It really is. It's fantastic. So, what I liked about it as well, they finished this first story arc, but they left it open. Whereas other comic series that have carried on with doing it for about another 6 issues, no, they just left it open to come back to it at a later time. So there's a new mystery now about this mercenary who's hunting down cops, and it's really good. And he's got a really great image as well, and especially with Francisco Francavilla doing the artwork, it really leans into that kind of old time mystery thriller kind of vibe. But yeah, the comic series, the whole comics as a whole, I'd give again 9 out of 10. I'm really enjoying it, and one that I'm really loving is Aquaman. It shouldn't be this good, but it is. And what made me even more happy, one of my favourite characters from literature of all time, Captain Nemo, is in it, and they've done it very much like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Captain Nemo. And the artwork by John Sims, I adore. I think it's one of those that you either like him or you just like. I really like him. I like how he has a lot going on in the background as well. It doesn't waste a page like this scene in a tavern. Really good. So it's continuing this story with Aquaman and Arian, and I've forgotten what she's called, Arian's partner. And so they make a new ally in Captain Nemo. They're in this undersea kingdom. It's great. It's pure adventure. Superheroes gone out of the window. This is pure swashbuckling fantasy adventure, and it's all the stronger for it. I mean, that is so dynamic. So many pages where I'm just looking at it, just giggling to myself. It gives you that kind of feeling. And not many comics do that these days. It's just pure escapist fun. Again, 9 out of 10. Now, this one I didn't have on my list, but I'll give it a try. I like Sophie Campbell. I think they're very talented. Really good creative in writing and art. Some people don't like the cover. I like the cover. I really do. I like their style on the cover. Um, but I don't know. The art. I've moved on from from thought bubbles in comics, and they're in abundance in here. I understand it's going for like a retro feel, like Al Ewing's doing with Metamorpho, but for me, I don't know. It just didn't click. But the story is good. The art is good. Everything about it is pleasing. I just don't think I'm the demographic. It's like Supergirl by way of Archie comics, basically. But there's a mystery at the end which has me intrigued. So I don't know. I'd give it a 7 out of 10, and it's I don't know for number two. I'll look at it in the shop and decide. It's by no means a bad comic. It's really good, but I just don't think I'm the right market for it. I'm a Vertigo girl. Come on, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It's just not my cup of tea. So 7 out of 10. Um, and then we're on to DC versus Vampires World War V, issue 9. This comic is a blast. It's one of the most fun series of the past year. You don't need to have read the previous series, just this one. This is how you do horror and superheroes together. Marvel dropped the ball with that. With was it Blood's Hunt? With Blood Hunt, but this, it's just wonderful. And now the New Gods are in. Every time the New Gods come into a comic, it makes the comic 100 times cooler, which it has done with this. And there's a really good Wildcat backup with gorgeous art by Fabio Veras and great writing by Shane McCarthy. And it's where he encounters his son who's been turned. And the main story is by Matthew Rosenberg, who's a really good writer, and great art by Otto Schmerz, who's I love his energy. There's just something about his artwork that is just so pleasing. Like this full page spread of Dinosaur Island. It's pure escapism. It's not bogged down by continuity. It's its own beast, and it's a blast. And again, it's going to be another 9 out of 10. And then we move on to Absolute Batman number 8. I'm loving the art. I know some people, Geek Old Hog, what is one of them, who, by the way, you should follow his site and what they call now, the Comic Patrol. Really good websites if you like your geeky comic goodness. Yeah, so this part 2 of Absolute Zero with art by Marcus Martin and colours by Munster Vincenti and, of course, written by Scott Snyder. So it's continuing the story of Mr. Freeze. And I just love how in harmony the colouring and the art is. It's almost on the tipping verge of a horror comic in this issue. But there's one gripe I will give about it. Some of the story selling beats later on in the issue, like how Bruce escapes and how he gets his costume. I kept on going back and I still can't work out how he got his costume. So maybe I'm a bit dense, maybe I missed something. So that kind of threw me out of the comic a bit, but it's still enjoyable. It's an 8 out of 10. It would have got a 9 out of 10 if I hadn't been confused. One I wasn't confused with, and one which is a near perfect comic. Batman Dark Patterns, issue. This is The Voice of Tell Part 3, and this is issue 6 of the 12 issue maxi series. Hayden Christian, not Hayden, I always call him Hayden Christian from Star Wars. I always call them, sorry. Hayden Sherman doing the artwork and Dan Waters on the writing. This is just the delight. So, as mentioned in previous issues, the Scarface, the ventriloquist dummy, has taken over a whole block, and he's being powered by somebody else, and it's great. That's all I'm going to say because you need to experience the comic yourself. It's a wonderful, wonderful comic. And I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. It's a perfect comic. And what I will say, I think I might be the only one who spotted this. And on the last page, there's a lovely tongue-in-cheek tribute to that famous poster of The Exorcist, which, being a huge Exorcist fan, made me squeal a bit. That's sad, I know. But 10 out of 10, absolutely love it. Now I'm on to Image, and there's quite a few. I'm going to save the new titles till last. So we'll go through the ones I've been getting for quite a while. So first up is Phantom Road, number 12. I love this comic. This current storyline, The Horror Man, this is part 2, and it's by Jeff Lemire, Gabriel Walther. This goes back to the 90s, and it deals with the history of the special agent's dad, who's also a special agent, and what happened to him, and how this weird Twilight Zone kind of place came to be. It's a wonderful mystery. I know about 50% of what's going on, and I don't know about 50% of what's not going on. But it's not a mystery just for being vague's sake. You can tell Jeff Lemire's peeling it back like an onion, and I'm all there for the ride. This is wonderful. Do pick up the trades if you've not been buying this. It's a fantastic, fantastic comic. 9 out of 10. And then we have Geiger, this beautiful cover by Gary Frank. I saw on the Comic Patrol's channel, he got a variant which I didn't know existed, and it looks really good with the Nuclear Woman doing this, you know, the old poster. Yeah, I missed it, but there we go. It's because I don't order special stuff. I don't. I try to be as less hassle as possible from a comic shop. But yeah, anyway, I'm waffling. So this is continuing with the story of the Nuclear Woman and Geiger. I don't know if she's called the Nuclear Woman. I'm just calling her that. And of course, the Doctor. I forgot what he's called now, but anyway, and the town that they're in, and of course, the enemies come as well. The one who created Junkyard Joe, and things are all coming to head. So it's the clues in the next issue's title, Meltdown. So it literally is reaching a literal explosive climax, and it's great. It's a blast. It's a weird post-apocalyptic western. That's how I describe it. And yeah, 9 out of 10. And another comic that I absolutely love. I'm not going to get demonetized. So I don't get any money for this fucking show. So there you go, boobies. So this is World Tree number 14 by the regular team of James Tynion IV, Fernando Blanco on the art, and colours by Jordi Belair. This last issue, past 2 issues, been going into the past about how she came to be, and this issue does a future jump to 2049. So it really drops you in it. It doesn't hold your hand at all, but it's great. I love the mystery of it. The artwork, as always, is a delight. I adore this comic. I like the weirdness of it. I like a comic that doesn't always have to explain everything. It lets you work it out after you've read a few issues. You go, and you remember from a few issues ago. That's what that meant, and that's what this story is like. So yeah, it's got a bit timey-wimey. This now has gone into the future, and it's shown how the world is now that World Tree has taken over basically the internet completely. There is no dark web anymore. It is just World Tree, and it's had a massive effect on humanity. Oh, it's lovely. 9 out of 10. Oh, and then we have. I love this cover as well. Who's it by? I think it's the Ryan Suck cover. I forgot this was out, so I picked it up this week. The Mummy issue 2. I'm really enjoying this. I love the Universal Monsters comics. Faith Erin Hicks is a really good storyteller, illustrator, good writer and illustrator. Again, it's like the other Universal ones. It does like a roundabout way of telling the story in the films. Like deals with the secondary characters more than the main character, and it's good. 8 out of 10, really enjoyable. And again, I love that it's a cardstock. Then we come on to the new ones. First of all, let's just bask in the glory of Bask in the glory of this James Stokoe cover. And this is a big beast of a comic. So this is Exquisite Corpses, issue 1, by James Tynion IV, art by Michael Walsh, colours by Jordie Bellaire, letters by Becca Carey. It's a big beast. I think it's about 64 pages. I know some people have been saying, "Oh, it feels like you're reading 64 pages." I enjoyed it. Maybe it's how you read it. I took my time, got myself. I knew it was going to be a long read, so I got myself a caramel latte, a cake. I read it on when I came back from town. Tried to forget that my eyes were streaming and puffed out because of hay fever, and I just took my time. I think I really took my time. It took me about 40 minutes, 50 minutes, because I literally just read it like this. Just took my time, studied it, and I think that's how I got a lot from it. There's hints of quite a number of different things in it. It tips its hat to Hunger Games, tips its hat to The Purge, to Running Man, to The Long Walk, and lots of other things like this. And the old trope of where the rich are evil and they use the rest of society as their playthings. So, and quite a bit of Solient Green thrown in there as well. So basically, this game is set up where each part of the United States has a representative, and they elect somebody to go out and basically kill people for them. So they have all these characters like Rascal Randy, the Congregation, all these kind of like serial killers and professional killers, etc. Fox Mask Killer, and I kind of liked it. Whenever it kind of like went to these pages, in my head, I had like the old fight games thing going on where you could hear them go roar kind of thing. So it's like I could picture like a big announcement on this when it did the big reveal who the next character was going to be. It was great. I had a blast from it. It read like a really cool modern day B movie. It had touches of Roger Corman in it. Death Race 2000 as well, but without cars, just people. Um, it was great. I don't think it'll be for everybody. I got a lot from it. I think because I went in I've read a lot about it, so I went in knowing quite a lot what to expect. So I wasn't going expecting something else. It's a it's basically a battle royale kind of comic, and I like that. That's a genre I like. So yeah, 9 out of 10. I'm invested. Really good. $4.99 for 64 pages. Can't argue at that. And last but by no means least, Battle Beast. No, I did not get the bags, the blind bags at all. I didn't ask my coach shop to put them like that way for me. So I was really pleased because I just wanted to read it. I didn't want to open it up and find out I got a foil variant of issue 2, but I've not read number 1. I buy comics to read. I have no interest whatsoever in a gimmick. I will, on the occasion, get alternative covers. The only reason I got this one is because my comic shop is so nice. They put 2 issues in. They put the standard one in my box and this one in, so I could choose which one I wanted. That's sweet. So that's the only reason. But apart from that, I don't care. As long as I can read what's inside and enjoy what's inside, brilliant. But on the flip side, I don't disparage anybody who dove on the blind bag train and got 10 issues and opened them up, cried when they got 6 of the same, and gave a little celebratory dance when they got the Marvel Team Up 14 and the advanced copy of issue 2. Fair play to them. I'm pleased that you got excitement and a buzz from it. But I'm not a gambler. It's not in my nature to be a gambler. I like things to be as they are. I'm very boring. Uh, so, and my way of looking at it was, if I don't buy loads of blind bags, I can get graphic novels, I can get more comics, which is what I did. And so that's me feeding my habit still. Doesn't mean I was being sensible with my money. Far from it. I was still buying more pointless comics to waste my time with. But it's by the Invisible Team of Robert Kirkman, Ryan Otley, and colours by Annalisa Leone. Wonderful cover. So Battle Beast, it's like I know other people have said he has a very much a Lobo kind of sensibility. He's like Lobo meets he's Lobo mixed a bit with the guy from Omega Men, you know, the Tiger Man from Omega Man, where he's Lobo but much more savage. He basically is an animal. I mean, he eats the people that he kills, and It's wonderful. It's bloodthirsty. It's crazy. It's barbaric. It's $3.99. You get a 30-page story. You can't complain. And the artwork is just wonderful. It's a fun sci-fi space opera romp. I've not read Invincible, and I still understood what was going on. And you know what? I said I've not read Invincible, but after reading that, I went to the comic shop on Saturday, and I got Invincible Book 1, so it's now made me want to read Invincible. So I shall be doing reviews of this. I've already ordered Book 2. So yeah, what will I give this? I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 as well. So we've had two 10 out of 10s this week, which I think I do give 10 out of 10s occasionally, but I don't think I've had two in the same week. So that's good. I'm really pleased about that. There won't be a review show this weekend because I can't get into town until the following week. So that means there'll be a big bumper one next time I come on, which will be about at least 25 issues to do. But I will be doing another video after this where I'll be looking at a sports manga, ice hockey one. So if you're Canadian, it could appeal to you. And this is Dogs Red #1. I'll be doing a review of that on my next video. So bye.